Now, my question is, how are you enjoying the listening party so far?
Right now, I'm enjoying every track so far. The beats are fine, the vocals beautiful. I'm enjoying everything. Get ready to buy one right now. Just gonna probably a little later when everything's done.
Alright, cool. Thank you.
This next song is called Be Still. And the song was originally, I wrote it to the big guy in the front. His name is Robert Haywood. And in the song you hear me talk, it starts off actually, hey, I know you've been in the woods for a minute. And Haywood, and at the time, if you hear his testimony, it was just so powerful what God did. In the end, what happened was, you know, he goes through these different situations. And one happened to be he lost his job, you know, and at the time he had just had his third child and he wasn't working. But he knew that God had a plan for his life and he knew that God was leading him something greater. And what I was so inspired by that, I said, you know, I got to write something because I just feel like, you know, you never know when that may happen to me. And so it just turns out I'm writing this song to him, but by the time it was released, I was going through the same exact thing. We had just had our third child, loss of job, cars breaking down, and his wife calls me the mini version of him. So I was just writing a self-fulfilling prophecy, I guess. So, you know, I wrote that the job was going to change, but that's not the point. The point is that, you know, we have to learn to encourage each other through our gifting and everything that we can do. So, you know, I talked about him on it, and the last bar I mentioned my brother on it. Big Time, Big Leroy Haywood. These are just people that really encourage me in my life. So give it up for my brother, he's also here tonight. I believe that, you know, it's our goal to really empower people. Sometimes we become so spiritual that we lose people. So I wanted to just really, you know, bless them, you know, the way that I could. But this next track is called Be Still. So next track. Give it up for Maxwell in the back. Give it up for Maxwell who came through. Yeah. It's called Be Still. Hey, I know you've been in the woods for a minute, and things only seem to feel good for a minute. Then when you sit and blink again, suddenly things are back on the brink again, and you feel like you're in quicksand, and whenever you move, you're now sinking, man. You got 3 seeds and a wife to feed, and to top it all off, a real job you need. So you don't slow when your bills are high. Your every need God will supply, but sometimes in life it don't really feel like that, especially when your bills are now 3 months back. It's all part of your testimonies. That means that you're only being tested, homie. So hold fast to the fact that living life without faith in the Lord is equivalent to blackjack, and that's a fact, Jack. So there's no other place I'd rather be than with the one who rules the ways back. Remember way back when Moses had a mission to lead you into a place he never been, so don't bend when the pressure comes. Cause everything you face in your faith is all designed to make you tougher, son. Every man that he calls to lead, take heed. He wants you to be the win. Jesus, be still. The proof has been provided in the pudding. He always comes through when you said that he wouldn't. The Lord, you know, means nothing, which means he's trying to tell you something. He will supply indeed, cause he already knows your needs. My brothers, my soldiers, my people, come on. Faith is the substance of things we hope for, and evidence of the things that we can't see. So you ask me, D, how can this thing be? You're telling me to reach and grab something I can't see. Quick gouge get, ain't even snatch it. You sit back with enough of me, it sounds drastic. The fact is, God don't need your help. He made the earth in a moment all by himself. So sit back, player, God's got it under control, and he knows how to hold him and soothe your soul. So it's cold, and you're told to hit the back of the line and keep you hotter than a sister skinny dipping in the summertime. So what's the punchline, people? It's like making you higher than the kite when you're standing on the steeper, no equal to the solid rain. When you feel the pain, he's the umbrella above you standing in the rain. The proof has been provided in the pudding. He always comes through when you say that he wouldn't. Until all you know means nothing, which means he's trying to tell you something. He will supply indeed. knows your needs. My brothers. Oh, come on. That car, that crib, that spouse, them bills, them kids, that house. He said he'll bring you out. Be still, don't move, don't doubt. Big time, Leroy, Haywood. You gotta be still, be still, trust and don't move. Just wait on God to be. The proof is provided in the put in. When you said that he wouldn't. Until all you know means nothing, which means he's trying to tell you the secrets of not indeed. He already knows your needs. My soldiers, my people, come on. Oh, proof has been provided in the pudding. He always comes through when you said that he wouldn't. Just trust and believe that God's got everything you need. Whatever it is, know that God's got your back. Amen. Amen. I want to encourage you tonight. I want to pause there and just encourage anybody tonight, because I feel like, you know, there's so many of us that when you're at the point of accomplishment and achieving that thing, you're also at the point where you feel like you want to quit. When you're getting so close and you just feel like, you know what, I'm done with this. The business is not going to work. The church is not growing. The marriage is not going to work. The relationship just falling apart. But I want to encourage you, if you just trust and believe that God has everything you need, it's going to work out. That's why the song says, be still. Don't move until all you know means nothing. What I mean by that is, you get to the point where everything that you know means nothing, that's when God's going to operate. Because you can't think your way out of it. Faith doesn't require an explanation. It just requires that you don't move. And you just wait and see what he's going to do. And he really had to do that with me, because if you know me, I just like to make things happen. Amen. She knows. It was just, I have to make sure it happens. And really, if you know me, you know that just came from not being able to depend on people. Anybody like that? You feel like ain't nobody to depend on. That dude ain't came through for me yet, so I'm just gonna do it myself. You know, the job is not working, I'm gonna find another one. That was me. That I can say it was me, because, you know, he had to shut some things down and shut some things, you know, I had to get him off. But this next song, this last song.
Hey, once again, this is Uncle Jim. To Bobby Bless. I just want to say, if there was a snowstorm today, and if I had a choice to buy a shovel or your CD, I got it, brother. You got big hits on here, so I appreciate it. All right, keep doing what you're doing, man. Love you.
Thank you. So, yes. So, how do you enjoy the listening party?
Well, should you be taking should I be interviewed? Because I'm like working behind the scenes too, so I don't know. Okay. It went very well. I'm very partial towards the rap. I'm not into gospel rap, but my two favorite gospel rappers is Direct and Disciple. So I would have to say I give it a 10 out of 10. And I can't wait for the next album and project to drop. I'm so psyched. I'm so proud of it.
Cool.
Thank you.